If you find yourself being very self-critical, judging yourself for the things that you do or don't do, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to be covering mom guilt, one of the most popular topics I hear in counseling, and we're going to go through how to stop the mom guilt. Here we go. My name is Kathryn Gardner. I'm a mom and a certified perinatal mental health specialist, and I make these videos for you, going through the stress of pregnancy, postpartum, and in motherhood. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most common topics I feel, and I think most of the women I talk to in counseling feel as well, mom guilt. When I think of the word guilty, by definition, it's saying that I've been judged on account of an offense. That means that something I have done, something I have not done, caused a problem. That's a very loose definition. Certainly, what I would judge myself for, another woman, she might not judge herself. Or I could worry that others are judging me about a topic, and yet I can't read their minds. That may not be accurate. There are so many examples of times and ways in which we feel like we're failing, we feel like we've missed the mark, we feel like we could have done more. I'm a working mom, and certainly I have had guilt, feeling like I'm missing out on things, or times I felt like they might have needed me. Put in the comments below, what are times where you have felt really guilty? You felt like there was an offense that happened, and you felt like you were to blame. There are other examples. Sometimes we go to the pediatrician, and the pediatrician says, "Oh, did you notice blank about your child?" And you go, "No, I didn't even notice that." And now there's this guilt. Well, why did I miss that? How can I miss that? Or maybe your guilt comes from being distracted on your phone, feeling occupied with other chores or personal time you're taking for yourself. I know now during the quarantine, we've been home spending a lot of time together. And so there's this need to take time for ourselves, but we can feel guilt for that too. We can feel guilt about what we gave to our baby that some other mom says, "Oh, I would never do that with my baby." Oh, well, why did I think it was okay? Or where did I get my information from? We can feel guilt about things that we notice other people giving us advice on, right? Sometimes other generations or extended family members come in and they say, "Well, your baby keeps crying. Why is your baby crying? Don't you know what to do?" And our guilt says, I don't. I was trying something and this seemed to soothe the baby yesterday, but today it's not working. If you have older children, you're feeling guilt about, am I spending enough quality time with them? Are they being well-rounded in the experiences that they're having in school or extracurricular? All of those different reasons, and there are probably so many more, this brings on this mom guilt. And the result of mom guilt is just feeling very weary, feeling very negative about ourselves and our situation in motherhood. And sadly, that can lead to a sense of burnout, day in and day out. And certainly our children go into seasons of times where they are more fussy or they're not cooperative as much. And we feel awful and tired from that. So because of that, we feel like I don't know what I'm supposed to change tomorrow or how I can get refreshed from this to take on this situation. One of my favorite tools for how to stop mom guilt is to be able to recognize what our list of shoulds are. And it's interesting. I'm not even sure where some of mine came from. You may not either. Was it somebody telling me that directly? Did I try to read between the lines and I indirectly believe that that's a should? Do I look at other moms and do a comparison? And that's where my shoulds come from. I should be this kind of mom. I should behave in this kind of way. I should be this kind of creative mom. I should be better at this. I should know the answers to that. I should be calmer. All of those shoulds are heavy and draw us right to guilt. So the best way to reduce and stop that mom guilt is to recognize the thoughts of shoulds. If I can recognize when I have those unpleasant, uncomfortable, guilty feelings, I want to go before that and look at the thoughts, right? This is a cognitive behavioral therapy technique. So I have the feelings, and then I realized, when did my mood shift? What triggered me for my mood to shift? Was it a comment from someone else? When that comment came in, it shifted my mood. Well, that's because I automatically jumped to some conclusion in between. Maybe my conclusion about myself is, I'm never good at this. Here's another example of my failure. I can't get it right. I'm not having the right priorities. I am a failure. And once that automatic thought appears, it's certainly going to drive all of those unpleasant, heavy emotions next. Well, then that leads to our acting out behaviors. I'm either going to withdraw from my children, or I'm going to be agitated and aggressive in my language or my impatience with others. That pattern all can be changed by recognizing the next time you have that mood shift. I want you to recognize the should that you've just that you've had on your list, and you've just hit it once again. So if my should, let's think of an example. If my should is, I should be more creative, right? I look at these moms and she's got homemade Halloween costumes and beautiful cutout hearts by all the children at Valentine's Day. And I think, oh, is Valentine's Day coming up? Oh my goodness, I don't have a craft for us to make, or I'm not crafty. Well, if my should is, I'm letting my children down, or I should be more crafty so my children are having more fun in their life, right? If that's my sentence, if that's my should, then I need to recognize and step back and look at that with facts. Fact, crafty activities can be fun. Fact, not every child likes crafts. Fact, that's not the only way that we can have fun as a family. And fact, I can use the holidays and other ordinary days together to make special moments. Do you hear how I went through those facts and was able to kind of step back as a level-headed thinker to say, well, I could irrationally jump to all of that guilt, or I can now funnel through more facts in the situation. That is going to help me to now come up with a new script that the next time I'm on Facebook and I notice a mom doing her first day of school pictures that are super cute and very crafty, and my jealousy, envy, and guilt show back up, I can go back to my facts. Those facts pull me out of those uncomfortable guilt feelings, and they help me to look at how I can improve. If I wanted to do anything to improve that, I can certainly put an action plan in place and learn something creative, or go online and take a class that teaches me how to be more crafty if that's important to me. Or I could release the guilt and say, I am a great mother because I do a lot of other wonderful, loving, and nurturing activities with my children. Today, I really wanted to go through and identify with you how to stop mom guilt. I hope that by using these steps, you're able to recognize what brings you on a mood shift, what you automatically think about the situation, how that draws up those uncomfortable feelings, those acting out behaviors, then being able to reframe it with some solid facts, and perhaps even an action plan at the end. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe and ring the bell down below so every Friday when I load a video, it comes right into your feed. Give it a thumbs up so others can see that it's a liked video. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Kathryn Gardner. I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor, a certified perinatal mental health specialist, and a mom. I hope that these videos are helpful for you to go from stressed to refreshed. Thank you, and today take care of yourself.